Hey, what's up, y'all? This is episode 41, People's Podcast. We're gonna be talking about something. A lot of people don't follow it because it's kind of emotional from seeing what happened in the first place with George Floyd. So a lot of people not following the trial. And if you're not following it, rightfully so, I agree with that because every bit you see, it's like you can cut the tension with a knife in the courtroom from all the witnesses. Like you got CNN reporters crying. You got like people, you know, like real health professionals and stuff really feel in a certain way and stuff like that. Like a medical examiner getting there and then they still on his neck, and within rightfully reasoning, they said that he was pretty much dead still while his knee was on his neck, which is, I mean, I would call that overkill if it was a such term in that sense. Um, and for other people, to start the discussion, I just want to put this in y'all mind that think about this happening and what it sparked when it first happened, the outrage. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all should remember that just like it was yesterday, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Burning down police stations over in London,
Ferguson
rioting.
all over again everywhere.
Yeah, okay, now look at how society works. If y'all don't know this is the truth, then just pay attention. We don't hear anything too much of nothing now, right?
Right.
Whole different climate, whole different something else to talk about with this
Right.
trial happening. And that's the sad reality, you know. But the thing is, though, it's gonna all reach a boiling point again for the simple fact. Yeah, I think as from what I understand, he's charged with a third degree murder. They didn't even put the death penalty or life on the table
They
or
didn't
anything
put.
for that.
Yeah.
So
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 the
whatever
trial
they
going
give him
on
is
right
not
now.
gonna be good enough. I'm sorry.
The trial going on right now.
Yes.
When did it start?
Oh, we. Well,
Uh,
well, the yeah, it's been on all week.
Okay. I yeah, I be listening, but I don't be like on it like that.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah, me either. But I mean, bits and pieces. But before we go off into, let's not forget that they even in court they had to bring up evidence that they left off a whole 9 minutes of that video from what they showed us in the beginning. We watched that man essentially die on film.
we watch him from life to death. Exactly.
Yep. We watched his soul leave his body. When he told them people to tell my children that I love them, he knew he was gone.
He knew it, and
Let's not
then
forget that. In
and
the media you left off a whole 9 minutes. You gave us inserts to make it seem like he was the narrative that they painted was that he was resisting arrest, and that man at no point in that video resisted arrest.
and it was sad though from the officer cam of him being inside of the car, the vehicle, him already like he knew it was near, and to
Yeah.
see somebody face like that,
So
and
so what you think is like you had said overkill? Because I mean, I done seen some police put their knee in somebody's back. You feel
how
what I'm
many
saying?
police was it?
It be a lot of them. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but I'm saying on your
They
neck,
all had a
your
knee in
vital
your back.
lifeline. When you're subdued, he's handcuffed. He can flop like a fish. He's not going nowhere. He's still in handcuffs.
Right.
He
I
put
think
What
his
it's
was
the neck. The
the
he
point
neck
of
put
need
his
to
his
putting on
whole
his neck?
body He put
Yeah.
his whole body. He let
His
himself
whole
go
yeah.
dead weight and kept his hands in his pockets. He was dead weight on that man's neck. And I'm quite sure, and we can't see it, I'm quite sure he grinded his knee into that man's neck.
Well,
He
Oh
knew
yeah.
that he
absolutely.
killed him.
I mean, from
He
them
knew he
pictures when
killed
it
him.
first happened, I could tell it was clearly in his throat. Like he couldn't move his head.
And I don't think that's a procedure in any department or
No,
any
that's what I'm
tactic.
saying. Like I said, I done seen knee in the back, but knee in the neck, I've never seen that before
Exactly.
until
Like,
until this.
and especially on a bigger fellow like that, that's really damaging. And with
Well,
the, and then I mean, I feel like really ashamed that they actually considering and they try to put him on trial during this damn trial.
they are putting him on trial. They're basically painting him out to say that he is the author and the cause of his own death.
And nobody deserves that type of demise.
How do you go from being murdered on film to being the culprit? I don't
But
understand how
who
that happens.
who is he fighting? Is it like George Floyd versus the state, or like the state police department versus George Floyd, or like
George Floyd
Minneapolis
is not
Police Department.
on.
George Floyd is gone.
He's
right.
dead. He's not on trial.
So it's
He
the
can't
police.
come back and say. So that now they have
Chauvin.
witnesses and cameras.
What is his name? Chauvin. What is his
Show,
first
yeah,
name?
it starts CH.
I'm really reluctant to give his name because who gives a shit? You know what I mean? He's a murderer. He's a monster. He's a savage. Let's call it by everything that they put out there. He's ghetto. I mean, like everything. Chauvin, you're a piece of shit. You know, and anybody that supports him is a piece of shit. I wonder how that Asian guy feel, the Asian cop, while he stood by and let that shit happen. And now they screaming, stop Asian hate crimes. Man, listen. Let me tell you something. Y'all
It's a
getting
lot
a
going on.
taint of what we get on a regular basis. For you to put the victim on trial and
That's
actually have to, he can't speak for himself. He doesn't have anybody to speak for him, you know,
Right.
except for the judicial system. And are they speaking for him in the right way? I don't know. All I know is I know from the media, this man is on trial and he's 6 feet under. So.
And I have a question too. You know what? That was deep, Mila. I gotta gather my thoughts for this question though. You know what? It just left me like that. Just a thought. It was a good question.
It was a good one. You was getting ready to give it to me.
Yeah, but it just left me. That ever happened? It was something, man.
All the time.
It was something, man. I'm upset.
I gotta check out the live, like CNN or whatever they airing it on to see. You know what I'm saying?
It's literally everywhere. You can even catch up on Facebook,
YouTube, and
On
yeah.
YouTube,
Yeah.
everywhere. Oh, a question. With his affiliation, do y'all think he would have got the same attention without his affiliation? And are y'all familiar with his affiliation?
No, speak on it.
No, I heard he was affiliated with Scarface down in Texas.
He was affiliated with the Screwed Up Clique. He also was good friends with the NBA player. They called each other twins.
Yeah, but wasn't he already in that industry? Wasn't he a bouncer at a time?
Working with the officer, same
he was
officer
an
that
industry
actually
guy,
killed
right?
him.
Yeah, he worked off duty with
that same officer, yeah.
Yeah.
So that made stuff kind of eerie because there's no known issues that they had, unquote. I mean,
which means that he knew who the hell he was killing.
So, but there's no known issues though. If he knew, you get a better chance to be like, look, man, I know you from here and there. Try to de-escalate, which isn't part of training, isn't it? Police training,
right?
But
so I think most people think it was a hate crime, and what they trying to do is keep homeboy who on trial. They trying to keep it from looking like a hate crime. So they trying to do anything they can to bash.
Well, I couldn't.
George.
It'd be hard with that Asian guy.
Yeah. Well, shit. What you mean? What we speaking on? What you mean? What you mean it was gonna be hard because of that? Hold on. Let me turn my light on.
Because I'm saying, like, you get two white people, that's okay. That's presumable. It could be a hate crime. You get a white and an Asian person teaming up.
What you mean?
They could both not like black people.
They don't.
Yeah, but still
they
be
don't.
like.
They don't.
But collectively, together, they would join forces.
Why?
I feel they would.
I
don't
mean,
think they would.
Them cops, I just don't trust. I ain't gonna say I don't trust the cops, but I just feel like I like live PD. I like live PD, and I feel like they need to maximize live PD to where like almost every situation with a cop is damn near recorded or supervised on the spot type stuff.
But you got to understand, they're gonna be playing with kid gloves then, and they can't do what they want to do then.
Yeah, that's what we don't want them to do. We want them to do what they're supposed to do, not what they want to do.
Well, yeah, where the police first started from, right?
Right, like slave masters, stuff like that.
Catching slaves.
Mm-hmm.
So that just went on and on until nowadays, where prisons are modern day plantations. Supposedly, still now Biden's supposed to change that, but it's all tied together with systematic racism. I feel totally.
Yeah.
Deborah, you can say it. Go ahead. I'll give you one.
Man, fuck the police and fuck these white people. That's all the fuck I'm gonna say.
All
Because
right, cool.
I really don't even want to get started. Because if I get started on it, you gonna want to shut me the fuck up and turn me on mute.
No, no,
So
no,
I'm
no,
just
no, no.
gonna
My
sit
thing is,
cease
though,
on this one.
my thing is, makes sense. I agree wholeheartedly, but there's ways to say things. Because you got to remember, anybody against you, they're gonna look for any type of way to get mad or report or shut you down, or anything. I mean,
Oh
don't
yeah. You talking about like on this recording?
on here. Like I might get a, maybe say some disgruntled watcher that might feel a certain type of way. But
Yeah.
in that watcher's defense, though, I did see that they went ham. They went ham on him, and I didn't stop them because it's not my place to say, y'all can't say that. That's y'all own kind. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so is it
Or
other people that can see us right now
not right now at the moment, just us.
when you upload it?
When I upload it, when I upload it, it goes live, and my special guest is here in the building. What's up,
Woo
Kwame?
woo.
All right. We've been talking. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You get everything. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
All right, we were just talking about the George Floyd situation, the trial, and everything. We kind of fire into it, but can you give us your rendition of what's going on and how you feel about the whole trial and whole situation, and describe the tension the feeling people are getting in the courtroom, and just tell us what you think about the whole aspect of the trial.
Well, as far as the people in the courtroom, it's really kind of hard to tell because they only really keep the camera on the stand. I can't see it. The only person I can see is you. So anybody else, hey, hi, how are y'all? How's everyone doing?
Yeah, all right.
All right. It's pretty much going on as I expect. The defense is pulling at straws, trying any and everything to cast some type of reasonable doubt of Derek Chauvin's guilt. But I think the prosecution is actually putting up a very good case. Pretty much every witness that they've pulled, I don't know what the defense witnesses are. I guess they haven't gotten to that point yet. But everyone that the prosecution has put up pretty much a good case. I like the fact that the prosecution. I like the fact that the defense brought up the George Floyd's drug addiction, even though it's really irrelevant to the situation. But we know that they like to assassinate the characters of Black men and women. So I like the fact that they preemptively brought that out so they can humanize them. It's unfortunately we have to be humanized as Black men and women in this country.
In order to have people to have compassion.
Right. In order for people to have compassion, we actually have to prove that we're actually human. It's like Dred Scott decision all over again every single day in a courtroom. But even though I think it's bad that we have to do that, I understand why they did that. And it was a pretty good tactic.
Actually, I believe so too. And as well, they had a medical professional also bringing that up. Like he said he wouldn't consider drugs as being a part of the situation once they received him at the hospital. I mean, there was no sign that drugs automatically caused him to stop breathing.
Right. It's, if I was at the bar and I just 5 martinis and came out and got into the same incident, it wasn't the alcohol that killed me.
You're right.
Somebody still was on your neck, stopping you from breathing.
Exactly. So
you're trying to say the defense was proving that he wasn't at the time, it's a good thing that he wasn't even on drugs, so that's something that they can use against him type deal?
Well, no, with him being on drugs, he's a human being. A lot of people are, but they're proving what they did that for was putting it out there in front of you before they get to that. So it's like 8 Mile when he said, I'm this, I'm that. So what can you say about it?
Right.
Wait a minute. You guys said that the prosecution presented this first?
Yes, the prosecution actually put George Floyd's girlfriend on the stand, who's also an opioid drug addict. Mm-hmm. So as we know, they're looking at the opioid crisis totally different than they looked at crack in the 80s and
because
90s.
it does not affect
Absolutely.
our community the way that it affects theirs. So
Right.
yeah,
And I
So
have
you
not
have
to,
George Floyd, who was addicted to opioids. The prosecution brought it up first so that the jury will see, so the defense couldn't bring it like as a pop.
no, they
Yeah,
brought it up. They
but look,
brought it
he
up.
was on
They
drugs.
brought it up first because it's a relatable situation to the masses, to the majority. It's a relatable situation to the people that are going to judge Chauvin on this. Like they can relate because somewhere in at least one of their family members has an opioid addiction.
And
also, though,
that
it's no doubt they were
also,
going to go after that. The defense was going to go use that as well, though.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Do the cop? Do
was
he got an
actually
opioid
helpful.
addiction or anything? Is anybody bringing up anything about him? What was going on?
No,
with him?
if that's the case, let's bring up how about 90% of all DEA agents are all recovering addicts as well. And that's why they put them on the team too, because they know most about drugs and shit like that and about the street life and so on and so forth. Like it's all just that white people shit where they want to sweep shit under the rug and put the blame on somebody else. Just like they've been coming and stealing shit for years on it. Don't even get me started with that shit. I swear to God. I swear to Jesus.
It was actually, I actually also think that it helped that George Floyd's girlfriend was actually a white girl.
That's
So-
what I'm saying. It was a
So when they
relatable.
put her on the stand and her story about opioid addiction, it actually softened the sting and the blow about drug addiction. So they looking at it like, yeah, this could be my aunt, this could be my cousin, this could be my sister.
But
then
would
we-
it have been vice versa if that was a black woman he was dating?
Huh?
It wouldn't have as much impact.
It wouldn't have impact.
It wouldn't have as much impact because they would
Wouldn't as
relate
much
it to
impact.
crack.
They
They would
expect
relate
that, I
it to
guess.
no, they would relate it to crack. And to in their eyes, crack is beneath them. Crack is you are gutter below level, you are trash, you are nothing if you
And when
smoke
this
crack.
was a pandemic,
Shit,
they
a lot
didn't
of them
give
smoke
to.
crack.
Excuse me, y'all. Hey, hold on. Hey, look, when
Oh
crack
God,
was
they do.
when crack was an epidemic, there was not such thing as they didn't give two damns about like what's
No.
going on now. They made laws tougher for the people
That's
that
because
used it.
they was flooding the communities with it. That was they
Right.
were the feeders. That was the pusher. The government
So-
was the pusher.
So in this case, they get the jury as well as the people to empathize and sympathize with opioid addiction. So it becomes a non-factor at this point. And I think the prosecution has done a really good job of making the opioid whole situation with him being on drugs as a non-factor, because on the video, nobody around him felt fear for themselves. Everybody, he was in there dancing, people in there were talking, everybody was laughing, yet and still, okay, so what? He was on drugs. So
A lot of
And
people
your
on
point
drugs,
is-
we don't never know it.
right. And so as far as I'm concerned, regardless of what he was on drugs or not, you got your knee on his neck and sunglasses on the top of your head, and they didn't come off once. So obviously your hand is
Wasn't
in
no
your
struggle.
pocket.
Yeah.
And
You're
they
not in fear
stayed
for
in his
your-
pockets.
You're not fear for your partner's life. All of that is complete bullshit. I think he's going to get convicted. That's just my personal opinion.
I think he's
And-
going to get
and-
convicted.
And then I have a question with that. Shouldn't it have been a bigger, like a more bigger
He
offense?
should have got charged with first degree murder.
I think it
That's
could have
it. That's
been.
all.
Yeah, I think it could have been a bigger offense.
Even if he
Oh.
even if he, I'm sorry, go ahead, because.
Only-
I'm not
I mean,
trying
only-
to be funny.
Only reason
Go
they
ahead.
can't do first degree is because you can't physically prove that it was intentional. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because
It's
it
9 minutes of video. Not even not. It's more than 9 minutes of video of him laying his full body. What do you mean it's not intentional?
Well,
I'm
here's the
not
thing.
trying to be
If
funny,
you
but
if you take a charge that's too much, it's easier for the defense to if they was to go first degree.
If
They
that
will
was a
find
black
not
man, they'll
guilty.
go first degree.
If they went first degree, it's easier for them to find him not guilty for a lesser crime. So that's why they're going for the lesser crime.
why are we even fighting around the bush about it when we all know down in our hearts? I'm not trying to be funny, but let's be realistic about it. He's not gonna get charged for it. Just like that officer didn't get charged for shooting that autistic black man in a fucking park, or what was it, in a basketball lot or something like that. He wasn't even doing nothing. He was trying to run the fuck away and shit. And I'm not trying to be funny. I know Trayvon Martin ain't got nothing to do with policing, but if they let a little kid get killed by a white Arabic, whatever in the fuck he was, and let him walk away with it, it was all, like he said, it's all systematic racism. It's done for a reason. They started the shit for a reason, to get the people worked up, to probably get martial law in effect, and to see where they need to put the red zones at, who's not going to listen and who is. Look at everything they started. Like BML was started by a white man.
But like Cuzzo said, you would have had to prove that Derek Chauvin, when he walked out the door that day to put on his uniform, he was going out to intentionally kill someone. You can't prove that. So going for that first degree, he would have been found not guilty. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have charged the first degree.
It's like aggravated assault, but maybe a step higher. That's damn near what they could get him with. But the dude died, so that's why I guess they taking him with the murder, the third degree murder.
Because it was almost to the point where his initial restraining of him could have been deemed necessary, but he continued to after he was restrained. So that's where they get him at. But
at the end of the day, the police is the biggest gang in America. It's Brothers on Blue and stuff like that. I'm trying to tell y'all, they're not gonna let him go down for it. I hate to say it, and I really hate to say it, but I'm trying to be realistic about it. It happened, and I'd be upset, ready to break my TV.
His boss that fired.
His boss just made a statement too to say he did not follow procedure.
All the police and threw him over the blue line. They don't give a shit. They like, no, he did wrong. We fired him. That's not what he been trained to do. That's not what he was supposed to do. Maybe his brother is on the street, on the beat. His former brother's on the beat. Yes, maybe. But the people that matter and the people that have the decision and the people that are professionals over him, they like, nah, he did everything wrong. He was fucked up. He did that. Nope. That's not even.
Did his partner get fired too?
Who, the other ones? They still have a trial to do.
Huh.
Yeah, none of them.
Did he get fired? The Asian one?
Yeah, I think they
all was on like
they all fired. I think they might still be locked up. I think Derek is the only one that's actually out, if I'm not mistaken.
So would they charge the Asian with accessory?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure. Because they still have a whole trial they got to go through.
They ought to, because he stood there like.
In the video, one of the other cops actually asked, hey, should we roll him over? Hold on.
Oh, you think?
I'll be right back, yo.
And then I was watching a video that they had people, that took video testifying.
Right. Because wasn't there a guy out there that they said he was MMA or something?
Yeah, they had an MMA fighter testify. Yep.
He was the one that was speaking on the video that got leaked, right?
Yes.
Okay. He was the one that was talking like the most vocal. Like, you killing him. Okay.
And it was like a boxing. I think in the video he had a boxing. It was somebody wearing a boxing uniform.
He called the police. Oh, he called the police on them?
Yeah, he actually called the police.
He called them in the first place before any police arrived?
No,
while the police was there, he called the police again.
Oh, yeah.
Called the police on the police.
Yeah, dispatch called the police on the police because the dispatch was watching it on the camera. So dispatch called the police. The MMA fighter called the police. Everybody called the police on the police.
Wow.
That's crazy. And then y'all got to think about, okay, remember when it first happened, the whole tone of America, the whole tone of the world, what was going on then?
Right.
It was a big.
But that was like one of the more big, I hate to say it like this for lack of better, one of the more bigger murders that happened because they were killing, cops were killing, people all that while. Because remember, the teacher that got shot in the car, or the guy that worked with the kids got shot in the car with his daughter was in the back seat and his girlfriend on a police stop. So, shit was just building up. And then this George Floyd thing happened, and America went nuts on the fact that we had one of the most tumultuous
Sandra Bland.
presidents in office, like that was
and then
promoting
bring it
this.
now to this day.
Right.
What are we all talking about now?
We have not. They let it die down, but we're hoping that this is not another Rodney King incident. That's
I hate to say
that's what we're hoping for.
I feel
what
like
bothers me
if he walked, all hell gonna break loose.
Yes,
is the
and that's
fact
what they
that
want.
when it happened though too, like I'm not trying to be funny. Granted, like when people fight, yeah, you pull out your phone and you record. You know what I'm saying? When people drunk do something stupid, you pull out your phone and record. But when you see a man literally losing his life at the hands of who you know is a racist officer for no reason, to me can't. If one person got their phone out, let that one person record. If enough people would have stepped the fuck in, all the people that was standing around recording, if enough people would have stepped in, what the fuck was that officer gonna do? Pull out his gun and start shooting everybody down and have a fucking massacre?
No, but then,
could have went that way.
but then again, it would have been justifiable. That death would have been justifiable, though.
Yeah, exactly.
How would have been? No, it would not have been justifiable.
It would have been
because other
justifiable
people
once they
suspicion
stepped up and raised the pressure on them and everything. Would have been justifiable.
Them people around there didn't have that privilege. They did exactly what they should have did because everybody that was standing around was on the witness stand building a bigger case.
Yes,
Everybody was
absolutely.
one woman.
can't stand around and watch something like that happen and
One-
just
but I-
fucking record it. I can't.
Hold on,
I feel
one
like
woman
what
was
she
a
said, he
paramedic.
could've still
One
been
woman was
alive.
an off-duty paramedic. So she's helped build the case. They wouldn't let her perform CPR on him. That helps bury. That's helping him bury. The other witness was an MMA fighter who was like, "Dude, you're killing him. That hole that you're doing on his neck is going to kill him. He's literally
Right, he
him
knows.
now." That's helping the case. The other three were minors. 3 of them was minors. So when on the stand, we weren't even allowed to see them because they're minors. One of them is now 18, but they were a minor then, so they not. I mean, it's still everybody who took that stand was hurt and apologized and felt that they should have been able to do more, but they really couldn't. Because if they would have stepped in, you got 2 other officers and a bunch more that rolled up. If they would have stepped in, all of them would have got fucked up. And it would have been just.
And it probably been more dead bodies, but and nobody, no officer in jail.
So can you guys like take because I haven't been following it. So initially, what was the reason for the detainment?
It was
said he busted a bad
stole something from
it was like a counterfeit. Maybe it was a counterfeit bill or something like that.
Yeah, counterfeit bill. Yeah.
Was it counterfeit?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it
and
was.
that type of stuff happens though.
So what happened was, so here's the thing. Because the guy who took the counterfeit bill, the store employee, he also took the stand. And he was also a good witness for the prosecution. Basically, I'm gonna kill this dog, I swear to God. I have a new comedy course, so.
Don't say that. Bring it here. I'll take it.
He adorable, but he's the devil.
I love animals.
He is so bad.
He even look bad. He cute, but the picture he look bad, like bad as hell, like he's possessed. You know that picture,
Let
like.
me see the puppy.
Come here.
Oh my goodness. Oh
like,
my
he'll
goodness.
Shoot any cord in that mug.
Okay, and chew it up, baby. Chew it up.
So, no bite. So he paid with a $20 bill that was counterfeit. First of all, if you're going to pay with a counterfeit bill and you know it, you're not about to hang out and around in the store. So people can
Go on and get the hell on.
You're going to pay, you're going to get the hell on. So that right there will let you know that more than likely than not that he didn't know what it was. So the store clerk looked at it and kind of figured out it was fake. He was initially, this is according to him on a stand, the store policy is if somebody pay with a counterfeit bill and you accept it, then you have to pay out of your pocket.
You stuck with
Absolutely.
it, right?
Yeah.
You have to pay out of your pocket. So he was initially just going to let it slide and go, but the store owner told him to go out there to handle it, to basically, get real money or do whatever. So they were going, he went out there, I think on 2 separate occasions to confront George about the whole situation. So they end up calling the police in regards to that. So that's really how it all started. And they came they came and arrested him over the $20 bill. That's
Didn't they say that the store owner knew him like that too, and that's why he didn't want to call the police on him at first, and that's why he tried to give him a chance, was because he already had dealings with him before, like he was a regular at that store.
Yeah, I think they knew him already. The people in the
Yeah,
store.
I heard that.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, it's a possibility if he was hanging out still.
Right.
I mean, that's
That's really all it stemmed from, is that, and even in retrospect, the witness was like, I wish I would have just paid for it out of my pocket and just let him go.
Greed a motherfucker.
Because
Yeah, but just think about that though. He got to live with that, man. All the stuff that
Greed
happened.
a motherfucker.
No, just know that World War III could literally have been started over a 20 counterfeit bill. Like if it all boiled down to it.
Or a female.
If he walked, all hell.
Wait,
about
what the fuck a female got to do with it?
I don't think he's gonna walk.
No, he ain't walking. He not gonna walk.
He not gonna walk, but if he walk over a lesser charge, that's when hell gonna break loose.
Yeah.
I hope they beat his
If he don't get
ass
no jail
to
time,
death
it's
in
over.
prison.
I mean, he got multiple charges. He might get found not guilty on some lesser shit, but some major shit, he done.
I really hope they whoop his ass in prison.
You know,
like to death.
you know damn well he not going to be around no public population, no general population in jail. You know that.
Make an example out of him.
They put him around his own people. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's not even his decision.
Well, I say we figure out where that pot is and just blow the whole fucking pot up, since they all snitches and shit.
See,
bitches.
I swear, if the FBI pick up my trash one more time, Deborah, one more time.
Look, my bad.
I'm curious to see if he's going to take the stand. I don't think he will. I wouldn't.
No, that would be dumb if he took the stand.
You know what? That would be dumb, but arrogance and
entitlement. Oh, he could bury himself. I mean, shit.
The defense is grabbing at straws. So the only way to really get inside his head is for him to take the stand. But
I think he's gonna take it.
I would advise against it.
As a white man too, he gonna try to get them tears going and try to make everybody feel sorry for him. And like you said, with the arrogance shit, he gonna hang himself.
No. What they gonna do is show his face while he was on that man's neck. Did y'all see his face?
Did you see his face?
Looked like he ain't.
He had no expression. Yep.
All the while he twisting his knee in that man's neck and applying pressure.
Yep. So
he looked like it was just a normal day. Like, keep it moving.
Nothing to see here.
But the thing is that nobody is really seeing or saying, like, nobody is pointing out the fact that this man is using he has to apply pressure, and he's on his tippy toes, like the balls of his feet and his tippy toes, as if he was getting ready to take off and run, and he's adding more pressure and more pressure and more pressure.
I've been in that position before. I already know how I feel.
And then you should go find that motherfucker and shoot him in his fucking face twice. Because they could have killed you.
You can't.
No, he ain't had me in there.
You can't say that.
All right, sorry.
You talk about I'm a
Deborah rubbed off on me. Deborah, you're a bad influence. I'm so sorry.
No, you're a grown ass man. You said what the fuck you wanted to say. Just be real about it.
I was emotional. I was emotional at that moment, guys.
Don't blame that shit on me.
I was emotional at the moment. Y'all forgive me.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, are they the defense is trying to paint the picture that he's the reason why he's dead? Like, what are they saying? What is the narrative that they're pushing?
His background and his
if they
drug
defended
use,
the cop,
that makes him the aggressor in the situation, which made them use, made them use the right amount of force. It's probable cause that they actually did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, they're basically saying that because he was on drugs, he was a bit more aggressive, which caused them to use more force than typically allowable. But it's not really working.
At one point, it became excessive.
He wasn't.
Trying to say that his knee wasn't really necessarily on his neck; it was across his shoulder. They pulling at straws.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
I mean, it's gonna be hard.
The nigga was in handcuffs. How the fuck man, what?
Right, exactly. I see where you come from, bro. He in handcuffs. What can he do? Like I was saying before we started this show, I was
Right.
like, he could have flopped around like a fish. He was handcuffed. No need to be on his neck. They could all sat on his back or some shit.
Yeah, drinking and chain smoking and shit.
I'm curious to see what witnesses the defense bring because
Who do you think that they will bring? Who do you think that they have to come? Or their only thing they're gonna have is they have to bring in just character witnesses. Like who do
no,
you
the only no, stop it. The only
Did
people
they
that
play
can
his
really
body
bring-
cam back?
huh?
Did
Yeah,
they
they
play
played the
his
body
body
cam.
cam?
Oh, they played the body cam. They
That
played
made
that.
it worse. They buried themselves with that
They
one
played
too.
a few different cameras from the guy who was in the back of them on his camera. Oh, they had a few different camera angles. The
But
defense
did they?
the only witnesses the defense can actually probably bring are people that are like medical professionals and like other type of fighters and people who know about chokeholds and stuff like that. Because everybody who was there present were witnesses for the prosecution.
That
There
nigga,
was nobody there who was on the cop side.
Hmm.
his mama dead. He was crying for his mama. Come on, man. Come
Yeah.
That's
Right.
crazy.
He grown as hell.
Yeah, great.
That's crazy.
That shit had me crying, nigga. I was like, what? His
Good
mama
girl.
dead?
Good girl.
Oh,
Good girl.
no.
That's crazy. Like I don't even have the words. I haven't really been following it, aside from, seeing little clips here and there, but at the same time, like I'm trying to figure out, like, what do y'all think? What direction do y'all think that the defense is gonna take it, and do you honestly believe he's gonna get convicted on that?
No, I believe he's gonna get convicted based on all prosecution witness. Everybody that somebody and everybody that actually has a say as far as from the witness point of view and the professional all the prosecution. The defense is trying to find some way to create some type of reasonable doubt, but they can't. They're doing a piss poor job at it.
Yeah, absolutely. They can't find nothing. This is like slam dunk.
I don't think he's gonna get prosecuted on murder. Maybe something lesser, but I don't think he's gonna get that murder.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
I do, because you're intentionally on his neck after he's not even a threat anymore. And this is what Derek Chauvin's supervisor said, who fired him. The medic they wouldn't even allow them to perform CPR. He wasn't moving, but he stayed on his neck almost 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, if you want to argue for the first 2 and 3 minutes, okay. If you want to argue that, yeah, whatever. But at that certain point, once he got handcuffed, because the prosecution witness from the cops, they were like, once he's handcuffed, he doesn't pose a threat anymore.
Not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
What I want to know is
minimal threat. And if he does pose a threat, that type of hold is forbidden. It's not even taught in the academy. That's what they talked about today. None of what he did was taught into the academy. It's actually taught not to do that in the academy.
Wow. So he went against all regulations. And code of conduct.
He went completely against everything that was actually being taught, told him not to do.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not nothing I can fathom them doing in any type of training, except for maybe CIA training, where you got to kill somebody, and that's the only objective of it.
No, what he was doing, I say, is it looked unprofessional. That's common sense.
With your hands in your pockets too. Like, come on.
Yeah. That's common sense. But I mean, the way the law goes, what you can prove and what you can't prove. That's the only thing that's making it kind of iffy to me.
Yeah, but they proved it. It's all on camera. They proved it.
Right.
The prosecution is proving their case, because if this wasn't caught and this was if this was the witnesses against the police is going to get the benefit of the doubt.
But all the other cases of death by police None of them have been convicted.
Yeah, but
The man that was shot and killed in the car in front of his
Right.
daughter and his girlfriend was not
I think it was just
convicted.
one person who got convicted. I think they said it was a black dude.
oh yeah.
And the cop who shot that autistic dude in the basketball court, he didn't get convicted. Nobody that has shot anybody or killed anybody, as far as that, has
Here's
been
the
convicted.
difference, though.
So I'm not trying to be funny, but what makes just because he shot them, and granted, yeah, he had his knee on his neck, which was more contact. But either way, when you decide to be judge, jury, and executioner, like you deaded it right there. Because either way, by shooting them or whatever the case is, you still taking somebody's fucking life. Like the shit ain't right.
The difference with this case is, in my opinion, all the cases that you talked about, they always say and it was all caught on camera, but they always say, well, what happened before the camera started rolling?
That's rolling, right?
Right. Here on this case, we see everything from beginning to end. That's the difference.
Actually,
Even
before the beginning, technically.
All of those other cases, those cops should have been convicted flat the fuck out. But they created that reasonable doubt by saying, well, we don't know what happened from the beginning. We don't know what happened before the camera started rolling. You know that shit from beginning to fucking end here. So you can't say
it's a lie. I'm not saying you're a liar, but I'm saying that's a lie because like the case where the man got shot and killed in front of his daughter and his wife, that whole thing, like when the officer pull up on you, his dashboard is recording from the from the beginning to the fucking end, and then they get out and their body cam is on it. His body cam caught him shooting that man up for nothing. He wasn't driving.
True. But what happened was they talked about parts of it where we really couldn't see. So that creates all you got to have is that little bit of doubt, and that jury is looking for a little bit of doubt, because once you get that,
they're coming in looking for that doubt.
We can't convict because we got that little bit of doubt. This case, they're creating no doubt. There's no doubt. But I agree. All of them motherfuckers should have been prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. That's why I think they took their time on this case. They took their time. They chose the right charges. They didn't rush. But
no, I think they want justice because I feel like
what they're saying, because we would have thought Rodney King, the whole Rodney King and the Alice Green, that would have led to conviction. But like you said, you never know. I just think they will, but I understand the skepticism. I do.
Hey, Cuzzo, what was that you watching in the background on the TV? It was looking riveting.
Anderson Cooper.
No, it was a commercial or something before. They had the Klansmen with crosses burning and all type of stuff.
Yeah, that's United States versus Klan.
Oh, was it? What is it?
I think it's some type of documentary coming on.
That's what it looked like. Yeah. I was like, whoa, hold up. Hey, this has been a great podcast. We haven't had nothing this political and good in a long time. This is a segment right now to where we all promote what we got going on and everything. And please make sure y'all share this when y'all get it, because it will do y'all awesome. It will do y'all well. And then I got one
Can I
person.
start?
Go ahead, start.
All right, so I can't get on camera, I'm driving. Anyways, I just wanted to put I'm not promoting anything of my own business, but what I am promoting and putting out there for all viewers is invest in your mental health. We have been locked into houses and into our own thoughts for so long that maneuvering on the outside world and getting your social communication back intact is something that's very important and very vital. But mental health, if you are not feeling right and you're not feeling, all together, go talk to somebody, and go talk to somebody that's legally binded by law, not to say nothing to nobody else.
Yep. I'm a admin of a Facebook group, and every week we do what's called a Sin City chat. And just this past weekend was mental health. We just did a whole chat. I agree, 100%, flat out. Absolutely.
That's crazy. Tori, man, what happened to you? What time is it there?
Well, what happened? It's 8:00 here.
Damn it, man. That's the thing. Shit. It's 9 here.
So I'm an hour late.
Oh my God! But this is a segment though. This is perfect timing though. We doing the part to where we're doing the promotion and everything, and I see you got some hardcore going right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let people finish what they promoting and stuff, and then I want you to go, and I still want you to go and promote it, and I'm gonna push the envelope too. So
Okay. Appreciate it.
no problem at all. So anybody else want to go and push? Kawami, what you got going on right now?
Man, I got so much going on. You out in Ipsy, right, cuz?
I'm in Belleville right now.
Belleville. All right, so I'm more than likely getting ready to take this position out in Washington County. I'm about to be the fatherhood outreach worker for SOS.
Make a difference, brother. Make a difference.
Yeah, out there, helping with the community. We have shelters and food pantry and stuff like that. As you know, I'm a COVID survivor and a long hauler. So I just got over that.
Right. Like I said, special guest. A lot going on, a lot of motivation. You motivate me daily.
Yeah. So the magazine is going to be back up and going. BP Mag, Black digitally owned magazine company. I'm gonna get that back up and going. So I'll bring that and the Cool Kids Table podcast. Right now, it's still at the beginning stages, and I was telling you that we're creating this YouTube network of different kind of shows, such as yours and cooking shows and dancing shows.
Right, and and that'll be all love though. Once you get that going, I mean, it's been a long time coming though. Like, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and we can connect on some other avenue. Also, though, there's a couple of things going on in Washington County. I haven't pushed the promotion on them yet, but we're doing like a big barbecue, and toy giveaway and stuff like that. I'll post more details when I have it. But this is my inspirational. Like he's an amazing man. That's why I say, like, every time I can get him on a podcast, I will. Like he said, he's a COVID survivor, and any questions you have about that, he can answer like he literally had it, and not in a good way. I found out though through your live too, which was crazy.
Oh, when I went live.
Yeah.
When I in the midst of me having COVID, that was like a year. Yeah. And then it came back 5 months later, and I was out for like 4 months. I was on short-term disability. It's crazy.
But yeah, Deborah.
Oh, my bad.
No, what you got going on?
My salon, Creations by Kay. Hair, makeup, nails, lashes, about anything you need.
Okay, and you gonna be able to take care of me when I get a little bit more inches? Hair for my hair.
Yes.
On your hair?
Yeah, my
I
hair.
got
That's what I meant. Oh, yeah, you know that. That's what I meant.
Whatever you're trying to get done, I got you.
All right, bet for sure. Little Nick.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Man, I just want to say, shoot, everybody on here that I'm talking to, you know what I'm saying? I do music, so y'all can go follow me on my Instagram at Johnny on the Spot Music. My cuz, he always posting my stuff and resharing my stuff, so you probably find me on his page too. And then it's this other thing that I got right here. It's just like merchandise for my music and stuff, or what I believe in, and it's called Numbers Never Undermine Black Entrepreneurs Reshaping Society. And it's just kind of like the brand that goes on with my music, you know what I'm saying? And then I got a little website. It's like a hat from here, you know what I'm saying? Reshaping Society. I'll be rocking that. And I got a little website, you feel what I'm saying? Reshapingnumbers.com, where you could go and just, support, get merch, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And we just, I'm just working on like getting new designs and stuff like that.
Cause we got to connect, because I do a Artist of the Month. I also have different writers, and I also have music critics. So I got music critics, food critics, movie critics, and stuff like that. So you send some music, I'll have I don't do it. I don't critique the music, but they listen to the music, they write their article, they post it. But we can connect, make you an artist of the month.
Right.
And
is everybody in Detroit on here? Everybody in Detroit?
No, I'm not. No, I stay at the outskirts.
Right, Ann Arbor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. City.
Right.
See, I'm in Indianapolis.
And that's
But-
great too, but it's always good to network. You got people this way
Yeah.
that, you know,
That's what I was
see-
saying.
see.
I just left Detroit, so I'm like right there. I'm on the scene.
Oh, okay.
And I go past, like with my job and stuff, I go past Detroit. I go through Detroit to get to the other thing. No, I don't. It looks bad from the highway. You know, I have bad experiences.
Well, keep somebody like you need to keep moving. Then keep moving.
Oh yeah. If I ain't for
Hey,
my
let me
business,
get a shirt.
I'm too old to be hanging in the hood. What
A
size
shirt?
you wear?
I want one of them Reshaping Society shirts. Or
Oh,
hats,
okay.
You can hit up the website. It's called reshapingnumbers.com.
Okay.
I'm always copying black-owned stuff.
Yeah, I need one of them. I need a hat and a shirt. Let me see the hat.
You got an extra small by chance?
Yeah, this one that I got right here in my hand is extra small. That's why I ain't got it on.
Let me see the back of the hat.
No, I'm talking about shirt.
Let me see the
shirt,
back.
yeah.
Oh yeah, let me get one of them.
It's all matter
And
of
is
fact,
that the only color?
right now, yeah, I ain't even gonna stun on y'all because it's an e-commerce, you know, I'm trying to start this little e-commerce business. So
Right.
it's like print on demand, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no
Right.
inventory. I just made the little designs and then they print it up and send it to you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Understand.
I'm not really a designer or nothing. So I actually gotta get somebody to help me out on some different designs and put more stuff inside the store. But right now I got, a lot of basic stuff, just like regular t-shirt, hat, you know what I'm saying? It's just getting started, you feel me? But I plan on it growing, more as time goes by.
All right, look, cuz I'm proud of you too, man. I'm very, very proud of you.
Yeah,
And,
right on.
Before I let Tori go, I'm gonna let y'all know it's People's Podcast. Just so y'all know, we got the event going on in Ann Arbor, the pre-420 event expo. I got
Let me get a shirt.
I got you. Just tell me the size.
How can we all like share our contacts after this, like email?
You can go to chat and everybody can get everything from there. Deborah just put her IG there. Just hit chat and type it in.
Oh.
But yeah, we got that going on. I got a VIP booth. I'll be podcasting live from there. Merchandise is bananas right now. You can get pretty much anything. Like I said, I do pretty much hand to hands right now because I want people to actually wear it, support it. That's the best thing you can do for me is actually wear it.
TV, it
Say
says
what?
police force instructor. Chauvin Neal. This is the use of force instructor. Chauvin's kneeling on Floyd's neck is not a trained restraint tactic.
Yeah, they got it on. I'm watching it right now on CNN.
Instructor. He's a police instructor who went on the stand and was like, no, that's not how he getting convicted.
Yeah, he going down for that shit. All right, and last but not least, we got Tori Harrison here, and I want you to tell everybody about your clothing line and everything going on, what you got going on, your business ventures and everything.
All right. First of all, what's up, everybody? I'm TJ. I'm down here I'm way in Louisiana, guys. Abdul here is
we have an hour difference. We seen that, like,
yeah,
we found that out.
Man, I feel real. Man, look, I feel real bad that I even missed the conversation, man. I had a whole thing full of notes, man. We're about to get in it.
Oh man,
You know
hey, we got next week. We got next week. If everybody want to be there, then
man, I was ready, but what I got going on right now, guys, is that I've started my own clothing line. It's Fly, Fligh. You know, it's a clothing line, right now, and we're pretty much just starting off, guys. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to grow it into something as big as I possibly can, not just a t-shirt line, trying to expand into from clothing to beard products, you know what I'm saying, hats, just pretty much everything that we need to actually be fly. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's one thing that if it's one thing that Black people have always known how to do is be fly. You know what I'm saying? Even in the worst situation, but we could take any kind of outfit, we can chop it up, so and so or whatever, and just look fly. You know, I think that we as a people are the most duplicated people on the face of the
already, yeah,
definitely. the most duplicated. Like they give us nothing, and we turn that shit into gold. That's just one thing that we just so great at.
Sell it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and pretty much, man, I'm trying to create a with just not just black people, but everybody who has who has a black experience, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because we got white people who live in our communities too, who actually help too. Just everybody, trying to create like a city that's within the city. Whereas I really feel like it's time for us to just be self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Like around the corner from where I live at, there's literally like an Asian community that sits right next to the black community, right? And they don't come to us for nothing. Nothing. They got a grocery store, they got a pool hall, they got a mechanic shop, a gas station, and it's all in the same strip mall. You know what I'm saying? Everything. We go over there for everything, but they don't come to us for nothing, which I don't have a problem with. But I'm trying to create that city that's within the city, man, so where we can just take our dollars and just recycle them, man. Because upon some research that I've done, it's like the black dollar before it touches 3 black hands before the dollar leaves the community and we'll never see it again. Versus keeping that dollar here and it rotates, right? So that we can all begin to pass down generational wealth, man, to our family and to our children. Because quite frankly, my father passed away in 92. He didn't leave me shit because he didn't have shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much trying to get into whereas we all become financially literate, you know what I'm saying? And we can pass down that wealth to our kids. I'm taking notes about what y'all got going on too with the what it is Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
Right. I got that right here. Reshaping numbers, reshaping society. I got my girl right there, Deborah. I got her stuff here too. So we gonna help each other, guys, get to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm about, is helping everybody, man. So that's what I got, man. I feel bad that I came in here late.
I feel bad because I didn't ask. I didn't even think about asking. Like, dang, that is Louisiana though. Like, shoot.
Yeah, I'm way down here, guys. Way down here.
Let me get a shirt.
I got you, bro.
Listen, I got a closet full of top 10s. I probably got about 75 pair. I need a shirt. I need the podcast shirt with the red, black, and yellow on it. I need that because I got 10s to match that. Gotcha. I need that flight because I got some patent leather, black and gold.
Oh, she trying to fly all week, all month, all year.
All year. Let's get that straight. All year. And I'm supporting y'all. We're going to let this black dollar touch the 4th black end.
Yeah.
And I keep my money in the community, as in, like...
Fuck them white people. It's like, no, let me stop. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, my goodness. But yeah,
just
man.
The racist ones, man.
Yeah,
right.
Obviously, you're not.
Yeah. And like I don't know how it is, out there, but I'm way down in the South. But this is literally Trump land down here. But they still riding around with flags on their truck, man. Like they still haven't got over it. They still, it's like.
In Michigan either. What part of Louisiana are you in, cuz?
I'm in a town called Homer. It's like 45, about maybe almost an hour southwest of New Orleans. I'm like towards almost into the Gulf of Mexico. I'm like way down there.
You near the border.
Yeah, I'm like literally, like some people go to their mailbox and there's like gators just sitting there, just catching some sun rays, just chilling,
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can't do no gators.
No.
Hell to the north.
I mean, and look, I'm from down here, but I'm not the outdoorsy type. I'm not going to hop in the swamp. I'm not none of that. If I see a gator, I'm going back in the house.
Okay,
yeah. I know better.
Hey Tori, is it any where can we find your stuff at?
I actually have a website, man. It's www.FlyGuideSociety, and fly is spelled like this, FLIGH, like flight just with no T. So it's FlyGuideSociety.com, and I got all my stuff there.
All right, bet.
Thank you.
This been a great show. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and please, y'all, do me a favor. Once y'all get this episode, please share it and make a difference.
All right.
It saves me up at 4, 5, 6 a.m. sharing, promoting and stuff, you know, putting in the extra work though, if everybody, and then it helps you too.
Right.
So, and then, I mean, I share anything y'all got going.
Any
Without y'all asking though, either though, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know how to feel about to borrow those wigs and stuff. They might think something about me or something. So I don't.
Are you gonna send me the link when you
for?
So I can share. Not you, honey. I'm talking to Abdul.
The link for the hoodie, the shirt.
No, so I can share. What is it on?
Oh
YouTube?
yeah.
What is it? What episode is it?
41.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send you the link, and I'm gonna be left on red for 3 months.
Yeah, because you kicked me out the club.
I didn't kick you out the club.
Y'all kicked me out the club. Earl, how you let them kick me out the club, dog?
Oh my God, I had to do promotion.
How you let them kick me out the club?
No, I missed 2 weeks too.
Oh,
so
okay. All right, well.
I had to do promotion.
We in it
for
together,
the
baby. We in it together.
Ain't nobody did. Abdul kicked me out the club and didn't even apologize for the shit. He gonna send me the link for this one. Like, what you doing at 8? What you think?
You know what?
I know he don't want me to come see him.
You know what? I'm finna mute both of y'all.
All right, I love y'all. Have a good night. Y'all be good. My baby just got out of practice. I'll holler at y'all.
All right, Deborah. Good looking out too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head finish. But it was date night, so just getting back and wrapping up. Got to get ready for work in the morning.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming through at such short notice too.
Oh, no doubt.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Peace,
cool,
everybody.
man.